I like how you never start the countdown first. There's like 4 seconds of dead air.
Well, there's no warning either. I didn't know we were doing that.
The clock is running.
Cody, did you make the intro this year? This year?
This year.
This episode?
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
I didn't write one because I thought you did.
Why would I write the Rank Me
Welcome
Off?
welcome to this episode of
Rank Me Off. Damage Control Podcast's sexiest show.
He's got it.
Where we rank off our favorite 5 topics, and then we participate in a group rank off.
Close.
No.
Well, I'm gonna hang out.
Adam forgot his piece of paper with the intro on it.
I'm gonna hang out in the corner with Applejack.
No, so in the DCP sexiest show, we pick a topic.
Yeah.
We each go away. We come back. We choose.
We go away.
We each
go away. Come back.
We come
now go away again.
We choose 5 from those topics.
Turn it back now.
We each give
3 hops left time.
5 of our topics, and then we rank them off, discuss, and then we do a group rank off where from each of those 5 topics we pick the group's 5 of those. This week's topic, which I did wrong initially, was things we liked but turned out we didn't.
We thought we would like them,
Yes.
and then it turned out we did not.
I did
like
the
them.
exact opposite.
Yeah,
It's
because we had that, and then no one wanted to do it because no one had any thoughts for it.
No, I was just saying I couldn't come up with any at that point. I've come up with a couple now.
Cody's done it wrong too.
No. Didn't we just do this?
No.
No, because we did.
Did we do this?
No.
Yeah, because my last one was Minecraft movie because I thought I'd like it, but I didn't like
No.
it.
That was regrets. That was the
Okay,
regrets
how
one.
is this prompt different than that?
Because this is, I mean, I've watched a movie that I've just watched and regretted it. Doesn't mean like I thought I was gonna like it.
Yeah, because the idea behind the regrets one was that it shaped your views of things. It was supposed to be like, oh, I regret having spent time with this, not that I didn't like it.
Oh, so Cody, did you just run wrong too?
Yeah, I think I might have did this one wrong.
What did you do? Fucking turn the recording off.
No, this
What did you do?
Which one did you do?
No, I thought...
What is the list that you have?
I thought it was the opposite. I thought something you watched that you didn't think you'd like, but you end up liking.
That was what we were going to do,
And then we changed it.
Yeah, then we changed it
Because
no
I said I was having a hard time figuring out.
Okay, I might have done this wrong, so I need to go last.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll go first.
Tyler, go first.
Okay. And
do you have things that you thought you would like and then didn't?
I have things that I thought that I would like, and then I didn't like them.
Okay, great. So Adam and Cody did it wrong.
In no particular order.
Okay.
Number 1. The movie Ricky Stenicki. Anyone heard of it?
I have heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's got the redhead dude from Bad Friends. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, Santino?
Yeah. Zac Efron, John Cena. It's and then I feel bad because there's a black guy. I don't remember the guy's name. It's on.
I mean, they all look the same.
Oh my god,
Jesus. It's on Amazon. It's a comedy.
is this the one that Cena went naked for, and people were claiming the Illuminati had made him do this nude scene because that's how he got ahead in life or ahead in Hollywood?
No. This is the one where they make up
They
when,
have
when
a
they're
friend
kids.
that they use for all their excuses, right?
No, it's fine. I wasn't telling the story, Cody. Someone's just sour because they lost. Yeah, so dick. Hey,
I didn't know your phone.
You don't touch another man's caffeine. Don't touch another. Don't rub another man's rhubarb.
Yeah,
you don't have to leave.
I thought you were going to go with the "you never touch my monster."
Little monster.
Right.
But yeah, like Cody interrupted me and was saying, they get in trouble as kids and they come up with a fake name and they use it as an excuse to get out of things. Well, then they go to Atlantic City and they have to make up this person. So they hire John Cena, who's this horrible lounge singer. There's the only funny part of the movie is he's singing a version of "Ooh Baby I Love Your Way," and it's "Ooh Baby I Masturbate to You Every Day." It's just a whole bunch of stuff like that. And from the trailer, I'm like, oh man, this will be really funny. And then you got to that part, and then that was it. And I I very rarely do not finish a movie, and I did not finish this movie.
No.
I think everything
Bless
on
me.
this. I think everything on this list I did not finish because it just was not very good.
Okay.
And I had high hopes for it because I didn't think that I would like John Cena as an actor, and I thought it was going to be really good and it wasn't. So,
Okay.
number 3, Deadbeat.
I don't know. This one
It's a Hulu show. It's got Tyler Labine in it.
either. Who's that?
He was in Reaper.
Oh, is he the dude from Grounded for Life too?
No.
Was he Tucker and Dale?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I think he was Tucker, the heavier set one.
Okay.
So it
Well,
starts.
the other one was Alan Tudyk. So.
Well, I couldn't remember which character he played.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So it starts off as like this guy that can see ghosts, and it's kind of like a stoner version of the Ghost Whisperer.
Okay.
Like, and it was, season 1 was good, and then season 2 came around and like they completely changed it, and it went from like a semi stoner comedy to like that's all the plot was. Like that was all it. Yeah.
Okay.
Daniel might disagree with me on this one. You.
Oh,
Not you, but the show.
Well, fuck you, Tyler.
I really thought I'd like you. Dude.
No.
I know you're just using me for the podcast studio.
But I will say this.
and my incredible dick.
The reason you're a monster. The reason I don't like it is because it is well
It
written
hits too close to home.
and it makes me feel like gross
Oh, that's
and
fair.
anxious.
Yeah.
And like that's why I don't like it. Like I didn't even I finished season 1.
Yeah.
And like I just like every time like when he's about to get caught or something like that, like I felt really just, like my skin would crawl and everything like that. And then I didn't like how people were like, he's the greatest person ever. Like why do people should get with, I don't even remember the main character's name, but
Joe.
yeah, a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, he's so amazing. And I was like, he's a psychopath.
What
Yeah.
What is the term for that when like people like like the dude that shot the head of the insurance company, they fell
Luigi.
they fell in love with him. That the Chris one dude that killed his kids and his wife, they like fell in love with him. Like what is with like there's one thing about liking bad boys or bad girls, and then there's like wanting to be with psychos and having the Joker Harley Quinn relationship. Like what the
I
fuck?
think they call that daddy issues.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's-
There's some
Like maybe it's like some psychological response. Like maybe it's those people harbor feelings like that, and now it's somebody that actually acted upon those feelings that they themselves have not acted upon.
I mean, it's different for everybody. It's hard to say why someone feels that way, but there is definitely people who are like that.
But
I mean,
like
you like the show. Do you have a glass box in your basement with someone trapped in it?
no, it's right over there. But like
I
like,
have never seen Cody outside of this building.
But like Ted Bundy was getting all kinds of women. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
you do-
Charlie Manson got laid.
You do know what he did to all those other women, man. It's like, why are you?
But you're different. You can change him.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
But that one is the only one on that list that it was good, but it just made me feel unclean. That's the only way to describe it.
And that's fair. I mean,
But
it's well written, it's well acted, but yeah, it gives you kind of a bad vibes because you are seeing this perspective from the bad guy,
Yeah.
and the people aren't used to that.
And
People
I
are
was
used to seeing things from the good guy's perspective.
and I was like binge watching it. So maybe if I would like watch it like and like take a break, I could have finished it. But I was just like, no, I just
You see, I had to take breaks to go get the Kleenexes, but I mean,
I don't remember what numbers I've said.
Ricky Stenicki, Deadbeat, and you.
No, my in no particular order.
Oh, 1, 3, and I don't think you gave one to you.
Okay. Let's give you number 5.
Okay.
whatever numbers left.
2 or 4?
Absentia.
Is this 2 or 4?
2.
Okay.
The movie Absentia?
No, it's a TV show.
Oh, okay.
It's got the chick from Castle. I'm gonna butcher her name. It's like Stana Katic.
Oh yeah, redhead.
Yeah. I like the premise. Like, she's an FBI agent who disappears and is declared dead, and then she's found in like this jigsaw-esque puzzle box, and like she's brought back, and it's kind of like piecing she has to put her life back together because she was declared dead. Her husband's moved on. Her kid doesn't know who she is, and she's trying to figure out, like, she was gone for like 5 years or something.
Well, then she can't be declared. I think the law's 7. You can't declare someone an absentia.
In Arrow, they did it in 5 years.
Oh, okay.
And it might depend on your state.
That, and it's also TV logic.
Okay.
So, and it was like kind of like this cat and mouse game where like the first couple episodes like would leave you on a cliffhanger because she doesn't have any memory, and then they're like, no, here's a video of her. She's clearly not trapped, so she was out, but then the character doesn't remember, and then it just kind of like fell off the rails, and like it stopped being like this cat and mouse game with like a little bit of drama, and it just became like complete and total drama, and like they weren't revealing any answers to anything. Then number 4
Yeah.
is Sleepy Hollow, the TV show. I started off really strong. I liked it, and then it just kind of went downhill. Like they could have ended it after like season 1. Like, it could have just been like a short run show like that. But then they tried to like add more and more stuff to it and like change the mythology, and then they added like ancient gods and Pandora's box and stuff like that, and it just was not very good.
Well, they find the headless horseman like the second episode and then just go, or was he like the bad guy for a whole season?
He was the bad guy for a whole season, and like they added more stuff into it, and they kind of did like the history thing that I like, kind of like the Assassin's Creed type thing where Ben Franklin like creates like these Frankenstein-esque monsters to guard things like this.
I think they're Frankensteins.
Damn it, that was a joke I was getting ready to make.
That's actually what I think they call them in the show.
Is it really?
I think so. And things like that, and like it was really good, and like the headless horseman is like becomes the horseman of death, and like you find out like it's like all leading to like this big apocalypse, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, now we're gonna throw in Pandora and this ancient unknown god and all of these other
Didn't
things.
Lucifer crossover or spin off from that show?
No, Bones had a crossover.
Bones, okay.
So like I said, it just went downhill like really, really fast. Like it went from Monster of a Week with overarching, the season 1 arc was this, and then it just became they got rid of the Monster of the Week for a very like badly written arc.
Okay.
The guy that played, who's your favorite character from Lost besides Lapidus?
Locke.
No, where's the tie?
Oh, Faraday.
Yeah, he's the villain of season 4.
Faraday is?
Yeah.
The character Faraday?
Yeah. And he's like this...
From Lost? How did they...
Well, no, not from Lost. But he's like this Steve Jobs that sold his soul to the devil, and now he's trying to become immortal so he never has to go to hell. And
right.
they I don't know. It just...
So they turned it into Supernatural?
Yeah.
Or tried to turn it into Supernatural?
Yeah. Like, it went fine when like they were in Sleepy Hollow, and then they just tried to build a gigantic world, and then like they killed off the main character, and then
Ichabod Crane?
No,
The girl?
Yeah, Abby Mills. They killed her off, and then they tried to be like, oh, now her spirit, the spirit spirit of one of the witnesses of the apocalypse now inhabits this other person, so it's like she's still there. And it's like, nah, you guys should have ended with season 1.
Yeah, that's one of those where it's like, because I remember watching a good half that first season, and I liked it enough, but yeah, it goes. It's just a weird premise too, like Ichabod Crane jumping through time to chase after the Headless Horseman, which is a real shame because I love the Headless Horseman.
Yeah, like I mean the Headless Horseman stuff was really cool, and like the lore, and then they did one of those things where they made the one of the heroes into a villain, and it was they say this on Weekly Planet all the time, like they go evil like that for like no reason whatsoever.
Right.
Like there's no build up. It's oh, this person's on our side, and then the very next episode it's like, wait, why did they become they became evil because they wanted to be evil?
They read the script.
Yeah. That's what it became, and so you're kind of like completely caught off guard, and you're like, okay, this is dumb.
Have you guys ever read the short story, The Headless Horseman? Like, it is a fucking short story. Like, it's like super short. And I don't even think that it confirms that there actually is a Headless Horseman. I think it's like actually
it's
Braun.
Yeah, it's supposed to be him.
Yeah.
And it's
I
to scare Ichabod out
I'm
of town.
throwing that on my list. I'm disappointed. I'm throwing that one on my list. Okay.
Fuck you, Washington Irving.
I'm no rendition of the Headless Horseman has ever been better than the Disney one, the Disney Ichabod Crane Headless Horseman.
The animated one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's scary.
50s.
I
Like
will
the
say this.
animation is fucking
I will
creepy
say
as
this,
shit.
and I know what Adam's response will be. I never have remembered watching that movie.
Oh, we need to
And
watch
this is where Adam goes, fuck you, we watch that movie all the
We
time.
have Christina Ricci. She's
No,
in
the-
it.
the
He said
animated
the
one.
Disney one.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
Disney
Disney
animated one.
Oh yeah, we've seen it.
It's like 20 minutes.
I know for a
and
fact you've seen it at least once.
I just said I don't remember. This is what always happens.
I know for a fact you've seen it once.
Yeah, I remember we watched that in elementary school every year for Halloween.
Yeah, it's creepy.
And
as shit.
about the time that we started hitting like puberty is when like people started noticing some of the weird things that were kind of in the animation, like the part where the Headless Horseman's chasing him and Ichabod is taking a horse face to the dick every like constantly and shit like that.
Have you seen the? Oh, we'll talk about it off. Remind me the Saturday Night Live Headless Horseman sketch.
Okay,
Tyler, the Saturday Night Live Headless Horseman sketch.
Thank you.
perfect. All right,
That's my list.
all right. Adam, Tyler, Cody, do you guys need more time?
I need more time.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and do mine.
Okay.
Give you guys a little bit more time to flush yours out.
Okay.
So my first one is Dark Knight Rises.
I disagree with this already.
Am a huge Batman fan. I love Batman, and Nightfall is one of my favorite comic books. My dad introduced it to me, and I loved it. I have all 3 of the giant volumes plus the background.
My dad picked me up and broke my back.
Yeah, I mean it's sitting on the bookshelf right over there.
You're back?
No, the Nightfall volumes. I was just so excited for it, especially coming off of how good The Dark Knight was. And then Dark Knight Rises was just fucking garbage.
Now, do you think it was because, I mean, this happened before, but do you think Christopher Nolan just went full Game of Thrones season 8? Where
Excuse me. Noel Dog.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
where he was just like, okay, I don't really want to do this, but I'm contractually obligated, so let's just crank this out.
He swears to this day he was 100% his heart was in it, but everyone's like, you were working on Interstellar, but he's like, no, I was 100% on Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, I don't want to put blame on anybody, but the script definitely has failings. Like you have the breaking of Batman, and that is the loss of his money in the Wall Street,
Which I don't think that's how that works.
It's not.
And
And
even
Bruce,
comic book logic.
You know whose fault it was? Michael Caine.
and Bruce did not give 2 fucks about his money. Bruce would not go into this sullen depression, and then you ham fist Talia al Ghul into it. I really
Horrible
liked.
death scene.
Yeah, I really liked Tom Hardy's Bane. Other than I had a hard time understanding him. So I have an audio processing disorder, so heavy accents I have a hard time understanding, and like if I can't see your lips, sometimes I have a hard time hearing what you have to say. So his mouth was covered and he had a horrible accent, so I had a very difficult time with the plot from Bane, but he did a decent enough Bane. And then you have Batman, whose back is broken so severely that apparently his spinal cord is sticking out of his back, and they fix it with a heh to his back with a hand.
Yeah, that's more. I think I saw that on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, and then he's fine
You
and
would
can
watch
walk
Grey's
again. And then you have the cops that 100% of the police force went into the sewers.
No, not Gordon.
Not Gordon, yeah, so 99% of, besides
I
Gordon.
like really bad movies, and I had a hard time swallowing. I'm like, come on, guys. I can't even excuse that.
You have like a really interesting premise then with the mobsters and all the criminals have taken over, and then they just gloss over all of that. And then you have the thermonuclear bomb that Batman flies away in the Batwing and drops into the Bay of Gotham, and Gotham's fine, and Batman is totally fine.
See, I don't.
And then he goes to France to have coffee and retires.
See, in my head canon, he doesn't like. He's not actually there. That's like fucking dementia from Alfred. That's him. That's Alfred just convincing himself that he's all right.
Yeah, it missed everything on so many marks, and yeah, I was so excited for Dark Knight Rises. I was really anxious for it, and it was just not good.
I agree.
Yeah. My next one is Drag Me to Hell.
I've not seen it.
It's a horror movie about a lady who gets cursed by like a Romanian gypsy, and then weird and crazy shit happens to her.
Didn't she like not even do anything wrong?
And that's the
she
point.
got fucked.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
because the end is like you think that she's safe, but she had to like bury a button or something like,
Yeah.
and then like you find out like she opens the thing and it's the button, and
Yeah, she has like a horror movie false finish, of course, like every horror movie does. But yeah, like the premise is like this woman gets tortured, and for no reason. Like she doesn't do anything wrong. She's doing her job, and according to protocol, and she's a nice enough person. And this Romanian lady just curses her, and all this awful shit happens to her. And you don't feel good about this awful shit happening to her because she's a relatively decent person that nothing bad, like she's fine.
The level of what's happening to her is not justified whatsoever.
Right, and it's also like all that over the top shock that none of it makes sense. Like it's not like Evil Dead where there are rules and you can follow those rules. It's just what scary off the wall shit can we think of and throw at this lady over and over and over again. And then you have this scene where they shove the demon into a goat, and then the goat is the worst animated fucking thing I have ever seen. It's just fucking bad. And I really wanted to like it because it's a cool concept. I like horror movies. I like haunting movies. I like demon possession movies. It had all of the right makeup, and it's just fucking a bad movie.
Speaking of Sea Dog, the medicine man, the voodoo man from that movie, that's the one who creates the extra long, extra hardcore dreams potion in Inception.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to connect your next one to Sea Dog, too. Don't worry about that.
All right, you let me know. Because this next one is The Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Let's
so
Okay.
the guy who directed it, Sea Dog's also a director.
Ah,
There you go.
There
Isn't
we
that
go.
the vampire one?
Yeah, it's Dracula's journey from Romania to Carfax Abbey in England, or Transylvania, I guess, not Romania. But it has all of the right makings. It's a horror movie, it's a Dracula movie, it's a vampire movie, and it's a cool premise because that's always the part in the Dracula lore that gets glossed over. Dracula gets on a boat in Transylvania, ends in England, and everyone's dead. And they never explain anything in that section. So it's a really cool, unexplored piece of that Dracula lore. And it's fucking bad. Like, it starts off decent enough with, like, the build-up for the horror stuff. And then, like, Dracula starts hunting. and the sailors are just like, oh, another mysterious death. And then weird shit starts happening with Dracula's coffin, like it's leaking grave dirt, and someone dies near it. And they don't have any sort of logic with the, oh, well, let's get rid of it. They spend a week before they decide to search the ship.
Which is weird, because sailors are usually superstitious.
Very extremely superstitious.
Yeah, like they take forever to search the ship at all.
Especially in that time period, too.
Mm-hmm. And then you have the big final encounter with Dracula and the sailors of the ship, and the main characters that survive, they like break the mast of the ship off and then use that as the stake for Dracula. And you see them like break the mast, and the mast like comes at Dracula, and it's the most fucking like 60s horror Austin Powers level shit, where it's like this thing's falling, Dracula goes, no, and then it continues to fall, and Dracula's still going, no, and then it hits him.
Dracula's like, stop.
Yeah, Dracula has fucking 12 years to get out of the way of this fucking mast, and he's just like, no. And
what would have been funny is the mast is falling, and then like it reaches the point where it can't bend anymore, and just like stops like right above his head because it lands on something else.
Yeah, it's also shot in such a way that like it doesn't look like it's gonna hit him. Like when they like break the mast and like swing it with the ropes or whatever the part of that boat is, it's like it's not gonna hit him. Why is he worried? Like, okay, move a foot and a half to the left, and you're fine.
He went to the same school that the
Prometheus,
the Prometheus school of running. Yeah, it's just fucking bad.
Hang on, I got a better connection.
Okay.
David Dasmalchian, who plays Polka Dot Man, he's in this movie. Who also was in The Dark Knight, who Harvey Dent was interrogating in the ambulance.
All right.
I'm gonna get the next one.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one on the 12 Degrees of Kevin Nolan is the original Transformers live-action movie by Michael Bay.
I'm working on it.
All right.
I'm working.
If you've listened to any of the episodes, you know that I'm a huge Transformers fan.
I thought you loved the Bayverse.
Oh yeah, you know it. And when that first came out, I actually couldn't get tickets for opening night. I remember going to the theater and they were sold out, and I was so mad that I wouldn't be able to see it on opening night because I was so excited for this movie. And it was just a giant letdown. Like the character designs were bad, the combat was hard to follow. The random Sabo round thing that they could use to hunt people from the grenade launchers. The exclusion of a lot of like big name characters, and like they included a bunch of random new people like Blackout and Barricade, but they completely ignore all of the rest of the characters.
What about the real random like stupid stuff that was supposed to be funny, like Bumblebee pissing on John Turturro?
Yep, that part pissed me off. Bumblebee, stop lubricating that man.
Yeah,
that was
like
so ridiculous. And unfunny, and just like the "Are you ladies man 2489" or whatever the fuck that thing is, like that was stupid. And the glasses that were etched in with Megatron's location because he's frozen in Earth, and it was just a lot of things that I did not care for. And the fact that you get to follow around Shia LaBeouf, who was an awful Sam Witwicky. And like you follow him around for everything, and it wanted it to be so much more than it was, and it really was just explosions on explosions, and no sense, no political intrigue, no interest, none of the things that I love about Transformers was included. And then on the top of it off, you have a really unceremoniously death scene for one of my favorite characters. And they kill him, and then no one gives a shit that he's dead. Yeah. They're just like, oh, jazz. Anyway, let's right away into this happy sunset, and like fucking nothing like that.
And he got ripped in half too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he died heroically. I mean,
No,
he died
remember,
heroically.
it was like, hey, you want a piece of me? No, I want two.
Yeah, and he rips him in half,
Yeah.
and it's just like, okay. So he's just a throwaway character, and he was the one Autobot that had the most personality, in my
And then
opinion.
in later movies, didn't they bring back other Autobots, but they never brought back Jazz?
No. They kill more characters than they bring back. Because, like,
Okay.
Ratchet dies unceremoniously after that. Ironhide at least gets a decent death scene. Bumblebee.
Well, then they killed off Megatron at the very end, and it's like, okay, you're probably gonna make more, and you just killed off.
Yeah, but he came back as Galvatron, though, right?
No, he came back as Megatron.
He came back as
movie.
in
Yeah.
the very next movie.
Yeah, but I thought he. Oh no! When they tried rebuilding him, they
Yeah,
they
he didn't
built
come
him
back as Galvatron until like 4, right?
Yeah, it was the child molestation one.
The Romeo and Juliet
Romeo and
one.
Juliet
Romeo
one, I
and
think,
Juliet,
had that
yeah.
one. Yeah, it was just the whole franchise misses all of the marks. The only really good one of the bunch is Bumblebee. That one was pretty decent. All the rest of them are pretty bad, but that one really stands out to me because after that one, I kind of knew they were all going to be bad, and I still go and see them anyway. But that one I was really disappointed in because I thought I was really gonna like it. I was so excited.
Don't they not even follow like their own like lore?
No,
like,
not at all.
Like there was like the Wiccan group or whatever, and like Transformers had never been there except for Megatron, who crash landed in the Arctic. But then Bumblebee was there in World War II fighting
Yeah,
Nazis.
like every time they say, "Oh, we've never experienced your kind before." Oh, but we have back in the caveman days.
And doesn't that-
we have back in the dinosaur age. Oh, we have back in the.
Doesn't that kind
Yeah,
of shit
and we
on
have when Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, and Bumblebee has come to Earth 3 times in different time frames, and it's all canon. And yeah, it's a disaster.
Doesn't that kind of shit on the Allies in World War II? Because it's like we had to use alien robots to defeat the Nazis.
Yeah.
Well, there was probably Decepticons on the Nazi side too, so who knows? Yeah.
But do you think that the Decepticons would have allied with the Nazis, or they would have just
Oh, yeah.
murdered them also?
No, they would have used them for an end.
And then murdered them?
Yeah, they would be tools for a particular.
It'd been funny if like you think Bumblebee would be on the good side, but then one of his buddies who was back there goes, "Hey, Bumblebee!" He's like,
He is a Volkswagen.
"See,
It was a Volkswagen, yeah.
It was.
There you go.
All right, and then my last entry is Cocaine Bear.
Wait, did you connect those?
No, I could
Yeah, you fucking lazy ass.
All right, and the last one is Cocaine Bear.
Christopher Nolan loves cocaine.
Yes, I believe
There you
that.
go.
Mike Cocaine.
And I really wanted to like the movie. I was so excited when it came out. I rushed to go find it, and I loved the premise. It was because it was a true story, and it was wild and off the wall. This grizzly bear that goes on a psycho rampage after he gets fucking stoned out of his mind on cocaine. And that movie ended up being absolutely nothing that I wanted it to be. Like it couldn't decide whether it wanted to be a horror movie, a comedy, a horror comedy, an action movie. Like it kept shifting from genre to genre to genre. And about the time that you get used to it being one genre, it would shift on you again, and you didn't know how to feel about it. So like it started off as kind of tongue-in-cheek humor, and I went, okay, well, I wanted it to be kind of more of a horror or horror comedy, but okay, if it's going to be just a straight up comedy, that's fine. And then it stops being a comedy and turns into a horror comedy, and you're like, okay, so it's a horror movie. And then like all the funny drips away, and it becomes like suspenseful, real horror, and you're like, okay, so we've completely abandoned the theme of all of this. And like the characters aren't real or interesting. Like you don't have any give a shit about any of the characters who are participating. By the time it becomes a real horror movie, you really don't give a shit about the people that are in danger. They're just like, okay, you're the person who was in the comedy section of this movie, but what the fuck are you doing now? And then they have the gall to put based on a real story at some point, and it's like, if you're going to find something and make it a documentary real story, cool. If you're going to take a concept and change it and go outlandish, cool. Just fucking pick a lane.
Yeah,
And-
some of those need to be like the based on need to be like I was more inspired by this. 'Cause
Yeah.
the based on is very bad because most people don't. Most people don't take the
Jesus.
time
Calm down,
to
muscle.
look at it.
Like, Adam, stop interrupting him. He's getting pissed.
Jesus.
So sorry.
Your fucking pen just exploded.
All over Cody's face.
All right. So it's just one of those things that, like, I think the movie could have been good if it just decided what kind of movie it wanted to be. It was almost like you had 4 different writers who were like, okay, you take the first hour, or you take the first 45 minutes, I'll take the second, you take the third, you take the fourth, and then we'll just jam the scripts together to save time, and no one communicated. It was just like, pick what kind of movie you want to be and make that movie, and it could have been a good movie. So, and I didn't care for it.
No.
So I don't even know how this thing goes back together. Fuck it.
Cody.
All right, who's next? Adam
You're
or
next.
Cody?
Okay.
Adam's next. All
right,
right,
Cody hasn't even
Cody
given it
hasn't
a
even
thought.
started.
No, I have. I've got about 3.
All right.
Okay. One is Justified Primeval.
That sounds like a video game.
It's so the series Justified. Loved the whole series. Like I think 5 or 6 seasons, and then it disappeared for 5, anywhere between 5 to 10 years. I don't remember, but it was
disappeared for a set period of time.
Yes, it did. It disappeared for a while. Like it was done. It was over with. And then during COVID and everything, where everyone was reissuing it, Saved by the Bell came back. All these shows started to come back. So they did Justified Primeval, and I didn't like it. It seems like the character of Raylan Givens, like he refused to use his gun in this season. Like that's all he did was shoot people. That's the whole point. Like I understand the character grows, he's older, whatever. I don't know. Well, it wasn't for me. I just didn't enjoy it. I was bummed out. I don't even think I finished the season. It has Boyd Holbrook in it, which is pretty cool. But okay, so there's that one. The Kevin Smith Masters of the Universe. I don't know. I go back and forth, but I went into it.
Season 2 got better.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it. I guess saying that it was a sequel to the original was probably a really bad idea because you got to do some mental gymnastics to even make that connection.
They should have said that it was like a spin-off of the original, or that. I mean, I wouldn't even have linked it to the original, I guess.
Or just say, yeah, hey man, here's my idea for a He-Man thing. I should have just left it at that. A lot of changes were made. Some pretty good, some just downright awful. And then, okay, so I did this one thing that you guys get mad at me for, but you'll have to help me.
Where you do the wrong thing?
Where you'll have to pick, like the Star Wars shows. Besides the first season of Mandalorian, like I didn't like Andor, didn't like Book of Boba Fett, didn't like Ahsoka.
I don't think anybody liked Book of Boba Fett.
I watched the lightsaber battles and Acolyte. They were kind of okay. I don't know. I just
you got to pick one of the Star Wars shows.
Okay. I guess the one that bummed me out the most, I would say Book of Boba Fett, because I at least tried. I got through second season of The Mandalorian, and then when it came to Book of Boba Fett, it was like this stuff isn't for me anymore, so I just moved on. What number am I on?
4.
I'm on number 4. Fuck, what did I pick for 4? Oh, Scream 6. Wait, 4, 5. Yeah, Scream 6.
Which one's that?
That's the one in New York City that does not have.
Is that the one where like the family are the villains?
Well, spoilers. Yes, it's the one where what's her face is the first Scream movie she's not in.
Nev Campbell.
Oh, Sydney.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I said, maybe it's just I hate banging on this drum, but it's like I'm just older now, and they're not written. I'm not the target audience anymore. But like having a Scream movie without Sydney was weird to me, and I went into. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know.
Well, that's the one that has Courtney Cox, right? And that's her big send off.
No, she survived. That's the thing.
Is it Scream 7 that she doesn't survive?
Scream 7 hasn't come out yet.
Isn't it weird that
she
they're
dies in one of them, doesn't she?
No, not yet.
I thought she died in the last one.
Isn't it weird that's in New York City? Because
New York City. Oh, sorry.
I thought like the whole point of Ghostface was like it was small town. I mean, I guess 2 was in a college and
yeah. So it was Woodsboro, college town, which I don't remember. Then it was Hollywood, and then it was back in Woodsboro. Yeah, so 4 and 5 were in Woodsboro, and then 6 was in New York City.
New York City.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I really liked 5. I was bummed out that they killed. Spoilers: they killed David Arquette, but I felt like they sent him off really well.
Which one was 5?
5 was
The one where David Arquette dies.
Yeah, the very first, the Jenna Ortega's first.
Oh, is that
first
the one
album.
with Billy Loomis's illegitimate child?
Yeah.
And like they bring him back as like a hallucination.
Yeah, I really like that.
I like that one too. I remember, like, I really like that it starts with the classic Scream, "What's your scary movie?" And then rather than being freaked out, Jenna Ortega just leans into it, like, "Oh, I really like this scary one, and I like that scary one, blah blah blah. And this one was really good." And
I like that idea. I like Jenna Ortega's character.
oh, she's great.
I like the Billy Loomis's illegitimate daughter character, and I realize the story's got to evolve. It can't evolve around the Billy Loomis, Nev Campbell's mom being a whore. I realize you gotta evolve. You gotta evolve from that story, but like number 6. I don't know. No,
Bitch wouldn't have died if she wasn't a hoe.
I don't know, man. Number 6, just like the motivations behind the family I thought was kind of weak.
Yeah, and my thing with Scream is leading up to Scream 6. Like, I didn't dislike Scream 6, but I wanted it to be more than it was.
Yeah.
Leading up into Scream 6, like, you could always, if you put the pieces together, you could figure out who the killers were.
Yes.
And Scream 6, the killers just came out of nowhere.
Were they just obsessed with the murders?
No. So Screams. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
So the character, the dude from The Boys,
Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid, he was the bad guy in the first one, or in 5.
Okay.
The previous one. And so the family from part 6, that's their brother and the dude's
What was
son.
his rationale in 5?
It was a reboot. He wanted to reboot the idea was the reboot. So he was rebooting the murders.
Oh, so he didn't. He okay.
Yeah, he was like a horror obsessed with the stab movies and stuff.
Now in 6, I love some of the ideas, like Ghostface with the shotgun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fucking cool. The way he was like a wild animal was cool. They didn't do the whole which is one of the things I do love about Ghostface, because after a while he becomes like a Buster Keaton character where he's constantly falling and getting hit with shit. But like him in the gas station with a shotgun was fucking cool. But then and then they brought back Kirby from 4, and she's an FBI agent, which is fine. But the amount of time that passed, there's no way she'd be in that level of what she was in the amount of time that passed. Because she was a high school student, and then all of a sudden she was a head of a detective. She wasn't the head of the FBI, but she was the head of her section. It was like, there's not enough time. She still would be in training.
Maybe she worked really hard. Fuck you.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, how much time was between 4 and 5? A good amount of time, wasn't it?
Not enough for her to become a seasoned detective.
Well, is it 5 or is it 6?
6 is where she becomes a detective, or where she comes back, because you think she dies in 4, but she's like a seasoned detective, and she gets stabbed in 4.
God damn it! Typing's hard.
Anyway, like I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I realize that like I'm not the target audience. For
Okay, anybody got? Oh, never mind.
I mean, I've seen, but
It says there are 12 years between the events of Scream 4 and Scream 6, but that's also when it was released. So I don't.
Well, let's just go with that. Is 12 years enough to be a seasoned detective?
I would think that you could go from high school to FBI in 12 years.
I don't know.
How long does it take to be? Because if you're a cop, right, you can't just go into the police force and become a detective. Don't you have to be on the beat?
Oh, probably.
On the beat
Yeah.
for a little bit.
I mean, and FBI is probably not hiring right out of high school. I think it could have happened,
Fair
but
enough.
who knows?
I don't know. Go ahead.
So I'm on the Scream wiki and it's got a timeline. approximately 1939, Fred, the janitor of Woodsboro High School, was born.
That's Wes Craven.
I know, but why is that important to have on there?
Because Wes Craven did Scream 1 through 4.
Mrs. Tate is born, Woodsboro High English teacher. Gus Gold. Nancy Loomis is born.
That's
She's the grandmother of Samantha Carpenter.
yeah.
Kate Roberts is born. Hank Loomis. Cheating husband of Nancy.
Anyway,
Sidney Prescott's a Capricorn. Look at that.
Oh, really? Neat.
anyway, it also makes me nervous for 7 because Ortega's gone. Ortega's sister's gone.
I thought they said they were coming back.
I don't think so. I think they got booted off the directors who did 5 and 6 are gone.
Yeah, that'll be really disappointing because I really like Jenna Ortega.
So I'm curious. And then they're bringing Nev Campbell back, so I'm kind of afraid that they're just kind of like doing damage control. I don't know. Anyway, my
They
last
can come to us. That's fine.
yeah, it's fine. That's fine. I'll take Stu Macher. My last one, which is controversial, is
Controversial.
well, with you guys, is The Boys. I got through season 1 and it was pretty decent. 2, I completely lost interest in it and I just refused to go back. I think it has what? Oh, go ahead.
Matthew Lillard and Scott Foley, who previously portrayed Stu Macher and Roman Bridger in Scream and Scream 3, respectively, have been cast in undisclosed roles. What roles would you put them as?
Well,
Yeah, I do know that Matthew Lillard is supposed to be in the next Scream movie, so
well, see, originally
probably a flashback.
they've been trying to get Stu Macher back because originally in 3 he was going to be the bad guy, and then they didn't do it, and then in 4 or 5, I don't remember, that he was going to be in jail creating like this cult, like he was going to be it must have been 5 that he was going to be the reason that those guys started, the whole reason behind sequel 5.
I can't watch Scream with my wife because of the part where Matthew Lillard's like, my mom's going to be so pissed. My wife starts cracking up laughing at every single time. And I'm like, I'm trying to focus on these people getting horribly murdered.
Funny story. He actually does come back. If you watch Scream 2, the college party at the house.
The college years.
Yeah, he's actually in the background. He was filming Wing Commander, and he I think he was dating Nev Campbell at the time, or one of the other actors there. He just showed up on set, and Wes was like, "Hey, walk in," because he had dyed
Wes.
blonde. He died.
Me and Wes.
he had platinum blonde hair, like really like ridiculously blonde hair. He's like, no one's gonna recognize you. But this was before like DVD and people went frame by frame. But you can literally see Stu Macher in that college thing. Anyway, Boys, I think a lot of it has to do with like just being jaded by superhero shit at that time.
Love The Boys.
Yeah,
There's
see,
so
it's
much gross out
'cause
random
I
shit.
love-
It's so much Adam stuff in it. Yeah,
It's because it's done by Eric Kripke.
Yeah.
That's why.
No, it's like I love Carl Urban. The guy who plays Homelander was in a show that I like called Banshee. Have you ever watched it?
Oh, I never finished that.
Yeah, I really like him. Like I love like all the pieces. Like if you take each piece, each character, the gross out stuff, and you take them individually, fucking cool. But for whatever reason, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean,
I mean, it's fair.
to each their own. I mean, you're wrong, but
Yeah, this is all about likes, so it's not about like.
I mean, I will say this: to me, the plot of The Boys has kind of gone downhill. But I mean,
The plot for season 3 with Soldier Boy was really weird, and
I
like
wanted
his
more.
powers being inconsistent, and
I
And
wanted
as
more
much as I hate to
Soldier Boy.
admit it, this honestly may be a hipsters thing with me. Maybe once all the bullshit dies down, and like 3 years from now, I'm like, guys, I've rediscovered this show, The Boys. It's fucking
Yeah.
amazing, and you guys will like laugh at me.
have you watched the spin-off show
Gen V.
Gen V? That's
I
it.
have not.
That's really decent.
I've seen clips of it. I've seen the one where Homelander comes down.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, it's real subtle inclusion with the boys. Like until the first or the final 2 or 3 episodes, it doesn't really connect to the boys at all. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, and then, but it's really cool powers. It's an interesting setting, you might try that instead of
Yeah.
the boys to get eased into the universe. But
Slide just the tip, and then
Yeah.
once I get my breathing down, it
yeah, you gotta get that lube in for the boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like with Soldier Boy, they like all the other heroes are just plain dicks, and then they
dialed him up to like 75.
No, they made him. Well, I mean, he definitely has his flaws and everything, but I guess I just come back to where he's talking about his past, where he's like, my dad hated everything. They changed his backstory. Like, his dad was like a steel tycoon, and like he like goes to join this program and like becomes like the world's first superhero, and like goes to prove it to his dad, and he's like, you fucking cheated. And like they made him, at least in that part, sympathetic. And maybe it's just because I thought that acting scene was really good, and so I was like, am I supposed to feel sorry for him? Like, am I supposed to hate him like Homelander? But then they did the newest scene with Homelander where like he goes to that base where he was like tortured, and I'm like, am I supposed to feel bad for Homelander now?
Yeah, because I really
Like-
don't. I think
Well,
more just kind of showing the origin for it.
Well, and it's the thing, just because I think it maybe he's trying to show a thing, just because you have a bad past doesn't give you doesn't mean you're just allowed to use that as a weapon against the world.
Mm-hmm.
Even like if it's like old justification of like, oh, I did this because so and so. Like at some point, you gotta realize you're not doing it because of those things. You're doing it because you're a dick.
I'm not a dick.
You are.
I don't fucking do anything.
You are.
Hey, he's the dick. He's the one that beat you.
Yeah. So I have a boys question for you. So I guess this is going to be more for Tyler. But I have concerns about the next coming season. And I have concerns because I feel like Kripke is doing the Josh Whedon thing, where when Firefly got canceled, suddenly every character from Firefly was put into Angel and Buffy.
Oh, yeah.
And now that Supernatural is done, before they reboot it, relaunch it, make another sequel, whatever they're fucking doing with that.
They've been talking about that forever.
You've got in season 4 of Boys, you've got Jensen Ackles, you've got Jared Padalecki, you have Misha Collins all coming back. You had the guy who played Robert Singer in the first season. Like
Chuck was in there.
Yeah, Chuck was in it. Is this going to be too much of a Supernatural reunion show?
I think I got a bad feeling because this is supposed to be the final season. I think.
I think so too.
I think it's like, hey, because like I said, in my personal opinion, it's season 1 was good, and it's just slowly gone downhill. Like I can think of very few memorable moments of the last season. And it's like, maybe they're like, well, people love Supernatural except for Adam because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Let's just cram all these people in here and see what happened. I mean,
Trying to shoehorn that star power in.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know how big of a role they're going to have, but like they had Jim Beaver, who played Bobby Singer. He's been in it since season 1, and it's not like they were like, oh, it's a Supernatural cast reunion, or we're bringing in this character. They've had characters in there, but now it just seems like they're overly relying on the people that like Supernatural to come out and watch the boys, because maybe they think like, okay, well, maybe they won't just watch those episodes. They'll start at the beginning and then watch up to here. But I have a feeling that it's kind of, they're trying to throw some gasoline on the fire and see if they can get people to come out and watch that last season.
Yeah, I was kind of feeling the same thing.
Cody, have you half-assed put your list together?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
All right, we're ready for you.
Okay, no particular order.
No particular order.
Number 1.
Scrubs season 9.
We don't talk about Scrubs season 9.
We don't. That's why it's on this list. And I think I pretty much just got to say Scrubs season 9, because it was in my attempt, it was supposed to, they wanted to do the Scrubs season 9. They should have just made it a offshoot. They shouldn't have tried to say, hey, this is Scrubs. They should have just split off, done a new series called it med school, and they would have been perfectly fine. But them trying to continue Scrubs without what I feel was the heart of Scrubs, which was Zach Braff, it was a fumble.
That's coming back now too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Is
almost
it-
everybody signed on.
Is it season 10 of Scrubs?
I think it's a full-on reboot.
Oh, okay.
They just try to continue something that they already gave a perfect ending to.
That is probably one of the best TV show finales.
Is that the one where they flip the light switch and then everyone starts dying? They're like, oh shit, and then they turn the light switch back on?
No.
That's
Which
the
one
joke
is that?
Huh?
That's a joke. That does happen.
Okay.
But that's like one of JD's fantasies. They have like, oh shit, like why would everything be connected to this one light switch?
Yeah, I thought I thought that was like the final switch of the final episode
No.
But I
of
think
Scrubs.
JD
Okay.
walks out and then they pan over and there's a little kid in the hospital bed and he's handed a snow globe and within that,
No,
probably the best previous.
No one understands the snow globe reference.
no. Like the final scene is JD's walking out of Sacred Heart. Almost every single side character that's been on the show is there, and he's seeing them all as he's walking out. The memories of them all just sort of in a line, and then he gets to the end where you see a peek at the future of him and Elliot together, where there's like where they're all playing to the Book of Love.
Oh, that's progressive.
So what?
That's progressive.
What do you mean?
JD and Elliot.
It's very good, and then the my favorite part is it's kind of like a painter's drop cloth, and that's what's showing like these old like 8mm movie on, and then someone yanks it down, and it's the creator of the show, and he just like shoves it in a trash can, and then JD walks off the screen.
Well, my favorite though is favorite like that's the best part of that episode. To this day, that's one of my favorite songs because of that. My other favorite scene from that last episode has to be Hooch appears in a straitjacket and goes, "Hooch is crazy," finally confirming that he is crazy.
Well, yeah,
He's a character called Hooch.
he killed somebody.
Yeah,
I
Okay.
don't recognize any of that stuff.
yeah, because it's my list.
Okay.
This one is might be a little bit weird, but I think you guys will agree with me. Daybreak is a Netflix was a Netflix show about teenagers and a zombie apocalypse.
Never
I
heard
haven't
of it.
seen it.
Yeah,
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, so
Wasn't that I thought that was the movie where vampires are harvesting
Day
humans.
Shift. Or no.
Day Shift?
Day Shift. That's a Jamie Foxx one where he hunts. That's Daybreakers.
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it like, and the reason it's on this list is because we only got one season of it, and they set it up to do a second season. I was really excited. Then they canceled it. And so they left off on a kind of a neat cliffhanger that was pretty cool, and I was really excited for it to continue. Then they canceled it, and now that's the resolve. So I regret having watched the first season because I'm never going to get the answers in a real way from a second season.
That's fair.
The first episode...
So real quick, there is a movie called Daybreakers where it's like
Yeah.
a vampire movie with like Willem Dafoe where they've
Ethan
got
Hawke, yeah.
Yeah.
Daybreakers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So there is a vampire movie called Daybreakers. But
Yeah, so the first episode is kind of showing this guy kind of Ferris Buelling his way through a zombie apocalypse. He's like moved into the biggest house in town. He's got all these zombie safeguards. He does everything alone because that's how he survives, and he avoids everybody, and he just like Ferris Buelling through. Then he saves this younger girl who's sort of a con artist sort of character. And the episode starts with him saving, and he gets bit. He gets bit on like his hand or whatnot, and so the first episode ends the greatest way possible. He's like, I gotta cut my hand off so the infection doesn't spread and
Makes
whatnot.
sense.
And so he has a katana that he's got. Well, he misses and he cuts off 2 of his fucking fingers. And the girl runs in, and she's like, "What are you doing?" Like, "I got bit. I gotta cut it off. I got bit all the time." And she opens up her sleeve. She's bit all over. It doesn't affect us young kids. He's like, "What the?" And passes out.
All right, that's pretty funny.
And then it does this thing where it follows a different kid sort of in the zombie apocalypse, all culminating to that their old principal is a super zombie that has been harvesting his previous students to have food forever. And it is played by Matthew Broderick, the original Ferris Bueller.
Who also murdered somebody.
Yeah, who also murdered somebody. It ends with them deposing him. And
Oh, you don't know about that? I'll tell you later.
yeah, he ran somebody over in a car.
Yeah, he was, him and Jennifer Grey, I think, were overseas, and he was driving on the wrong side of the road and fucking nailed this lady, I think, and killed her.
Oh, in like real life?
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
in real life, yeah.
Yeah, so the reason I regret watching season 1 because I really enjoyed season 1, and we're never going to have a season 2 because Netflix doesn't want to take a chance on a second season.
That's fair.
I can call him and see if I can get it back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Adam's
him and
over-
Senel, you know.
Adam's like, hey, Net, what's up?
Next
Net.
one is 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Oh, yeah, that one's not very good.
Never seen it.
Well, no, I think it is very good. Like, I thought it was a great movie.
Then I don't,
but it was
I don't
goated.
think you understand this prompt.
No,
then.
listen to me. I picked up the movie for me and my family because it had those words, based on a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Went through, had all this emotional stuff, kind of. Then I looked it up to see how accurate. It was literally the only thing they took from this woman's story is she put up the billboards. Everything else was so dramatized after the point. It basically made in my sense, it was that story. This is inspired. It was not based on a thing. So the entire thing, none of these characters actually went through those things. None of these characters actually even existed.
Right.
Except the woman who put up the billboards, who's still sitting, waiting for the police to fucking do something. And it was just
Fuck
that.
the police.
It was just that thing. Like, they took a real tragedy of this woman trying to get justice for her daughter, and they made bank off it.
Yeah, like, what's it, the Tom Hanks, Sully Sullenberger? When they, in that movie, it's a really good scene.
They make the FAA
They
after
make the FFAA like attack him and like, you're wrong, Sully, blah blah blah. But in real life, the FFA is like, yeah, we agree with everything.
Yeah,
you did.
they're like,
They
yeah,
had Sully's back.
we have to investigate, but yes, we agree.
Yeah, but it's just that. It's the truth wasn't interesting enough, so we got to change it to make it profitable.
It's the Cool Runnings problem, where
Yeah.
like they made like everyone like horribly racist in Cool Runnings, and like nobody
yeah,
was.
in
Like,
real life, I think everyone was like, hey, what? Yeah, come
like
on.
the sweet, like one of the teams was like, yeah, you can use like our, like it wasn't like a piece of shit. They're like, yeah, we have this, backup. You guys can use it, and everything like that.
Yeah, but that's the movie that every time I see now, based on a true story, I investigate before I put any emotion into it to see how sort of accurate it is.
I think it was us that was talking about the Walking Tall, the movie with The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
That movie's inspired by a real man. That he carried a stick and went on this a 2x4, and went on this
Stick.
vigilante like cop thing because his wife was murdered and he wasn't going to allow this to happen. But in real life, he actually killed his wife.
And didn't they just?
I don't know if it was recent, but it was sent.
Dad sent me something recently about it.
Yeah, and it's like, this dude was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the reason I regret it, because it's ruined that based off a true story from now on. Now I'm always skeptical of those movies. Like, where before, like, it's that, I sort of like, oh my god, like, but now it's like, okay, so how much do they ham this up?
Mm-hmm. No, I understand that because I had the same with The Strangers.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be a horror movie based off a real story, and the real story is fucking laughable in comparison to that movie.
Yeah, somebody knocked on his door in the middle of the night. That was it.
That was exactly it. It was.
My version of that is Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, the real event's much different.
It's getting a sequel.
It is.
The
It is.
passioning. The Passioner?
It's,
I think they're doing the harrowing and where he goes down to hell.
It's the Resurrection of Christ Part 1, and then they're doing Resurrection of Christ Part 2.
Yeah.
Okay. This next one might be a little bit of a. It's World's Greatest Dad.
Ooh, I like that one.
Well, that's the thing. I watched it when I was 13 years old.
Ooh,
because I
yeah.
thought because I love Robin Williams. Robin Williams, a funny man, was not
I didn't
traditional Robin Williams funny like Mrs. Doubtfire and the likes.
Did he have a beard?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you should have known.
No, he didn't have a beard.
Oh, he didn't have a beard?
I remember watching it based off of just the title and the cover art.
Did you watch it with your kids?
No. I got like 5 minutes into it and I was like, I'm not in the mood for this. And
Is
then
this the one where his son commits suicide?
he autoerotic asphyxiates himself.
Okay.
Dies on accident.
Yeah, so it was probably I could understand the dark comedy horror, the dark comedy aspect of it now. Back then, I didn't understand what that was.
You
Fair.
didn't understand that when you're trying to get airy, it's like a great orgasm?
So, I think at the time I wasn't ready for it, and to this day I haven't seen it because that still has left it's kind of left a sour taste in my mouth about the movie, and I'm certain it is a great movie.
I don't want to say great, but I enjoyed it.
Right, and it's probably on those things like I've enjoyed similar sort of dark stuff now because I can do the logic in my head of what. Okay, so that's kind of ironic, funny sort of dark comedy. Like a couple of my favorites were and Burgess and Breer
In Bruges.
in Bruges. It has Colin Farrell and a couple other guys. It is a really
Donald
interesting
Gleason's
sort of.
dead.
It has some really good dark comedy
What's his
aspects
name?
to it.
Brendan.
Brendan.
I almost said Jack. Wrong one.
So on and so forth. Like, yeah, I just know. And to this day, it's been one of those things. It was one of those things like, oh, this funny guy did a movie that wasn't traditionally funny, and it's like,
Who played the son that choked himself?
Some asshole.
I think
Some
it was.
Yeah, the kid's a real asshole in that movie.
I think it was.
You're like happy he dies.
Daryl something. The redhead from Spy Kids. I think. Megan Trainor's husband. She got new titties.
Megan Trainor did?
Yeah.
I want to see Megan Trainor's titties.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can't see them.
Oh.
the last. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, that movie is really out there in some different ways, and like some really emotional scenes, and really kind of emphasizes on how great Robin Williams is. And then there's this random scene where you get to see the full frontal of Robin Williams while he's doing the Nirvana swim through a pool. Yeah.
What? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was he did a screening with his daughter Zelda, and Zelda's like, "You could have warned me I was going to see your dick."
Hey, you're going to see my dick.
Okay, the last one is an anime called Redo of the Healer. This.
God damn.
Who's making Trainer again?
She's a singer.
Is that all about the bass?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the premise of this anime, it's based off a trope that's being used a lot in anime and manga right now called returning. Basically, the idea is a character is at a point in their life where something has either gone terribly wrong, or they want to basically a redo. And so this guy is at the end of where they're facing the demon lord of the last monster in the quest. And usually how it goes is they lost, but if I had one more chance, I could do it right this time. Basically just like an extra life in a video game.
Never
Okay.
played a video game.
But this one it takes a
That
dark...
surprises me because you're so good with a joystick.
I know, right?
But this one takes a dark turn on it and is basically just fucking torture porn.
And
The
that's
guy
why Cody
is-
loves it.
No, I absolutely hate it because of it.
Hentai?
No. This isn't even...
Tentacles just slapping you in the face?
Yeah, no.
It
I'm
is
talking-
incredibly hard to find anymore. It's some really good tentacle porn.
No, this
Is
is
it out
more
of
like a
fashion?
snuff film.
Is that out of fashion?
That's probably out of fashion.
Yeah, so
I mean, I always
it
get
is-
looks when I have a tentacle sticking out of my ass.
Yeah, so the main character is basically an enslaved healer to the hero's party. That they use him basically just like hey, Phoenix down me, or hey, high potion me.
He's a pocket healer.
Yeah, so that's his only thing, and he's basically a just straight up enslaved. He goes through the shenanigans where he returns, and he then takes his revenge as brutally as fucking possible against anybody and everything that's ever done him wrong. But the problem is, he's doing it to people who technically haven't done anything to him yet, if you think about it in a timeline sense. Like, even though they're still bad people, some of them aren't as bad as they were going to be because it hadn't gotten to that point in the chain of events. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it is just...
Don't nod your head like you know what the fuck he just
I was trying
said.
to look underneath of his arm because his arm, like...
No, because that's kind of the same premise of the second Marvel Civil War, is that if you could see and know the future, is it okay to stop crimes before they happen and punish criminals before they commit their crimes?
Right.
Yeah.
They should make a movie about that,
Colin,
but like, but
Tom
not like,
Cruise should be in it.
but some kind of
Colin
report.
Colin Farrell should be in it.
A majority report?
Yeah, majority
No,
report.
Yeah.
No, it's close. Close. The opposite. Majority. Shit, I can think of what the opposite of report would be.
Majority presentation.
Majority NDA.
So the entire anime is just...
I like
him-
how Cody just keeps going.
You're cracking on.
Yeah, so the entire anime is just him taking brutal as he can revenge against these people who technically did him wrong, who aren't good people in this sense to a degree, but like unspeakable stuff. Like literally, and in turn enslaving a few of them, basically brainwashing them to make them think they're other people, all this other stuff. And then you get to a point where he finds out the only reason they did those things in the first place is somebody else was telling them to do it. And then it just defeats, like, so he's done all this horrible shit because these people did horrible shit to him and the future no longer exists. And it's all because somebody else he didn't know about was basically coerced them into doing it. And it's just one of those things that I don't enjoy in media, where it's just atrocity after atrocity after atrocity after atrocity after atrocity. There is just all fucking horrible shit.
Okay. All right, Daniel.
Yeah, that tracks.
Lead us off to our next atrocity.
All right, so our list is Dark Knight Rises,
Boo.
Drag Me to Hell, Last Voyage of the Demeter, Transformers, Cocaine Bear, Ricky Stenicki, Deadbeat, You, Absentia, Sleepy Hollow, Justified Primeval, Masters of the Universe, the Kevin Smith edition, all of Star Wars, but specifically the Book of Boba Fett, Scream 6, The Boys, Scrubs Season 9, Daybreak, 3 Billboards in Missouri, World's Greatest Dad, and the redo of The Healer.
I think Dark Knight Rises need to be on there.
Oh,
I would
fuck
agree
you
with
guys.
that.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a horrible movie, but I mean, you out of all three of those movies, you like Dark Knight Rises the best.
Yeah, kind of actually.
Really?
Yeah.
No, no way. That's
I-
easily
there-
the worst of the bunch.
There are certain parts that stick out and that I like, but if I look at all three of those movies, there are way more parts that I can say that I like about Batman Begins, like excluding The Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. There's way more parts I like about Batman Begins than I do Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, but you can't say that you didn't get let down in that movie. Like, you had an expectation, and then that movie just kind of like, nah. And let you down on that.
This isn't a Batman v Superman thing.
Uh-huh.
I legitimately like this movie.
I'm not saying I dislike it, but I'm just saying my hopes were so high going into it.
It might be a good movie for you.
and maybe
you know, there's people on the internet who are like, it took me 5 years to realize.
Yeah.
When they're like, he's actually saying.
I think that
just
pen
shatter that pen too.
It sure did. It's been breaking for a minute. I've been holding it together.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, they're like, do you realize when Bane says for you, he's actually referring to the
he's
quote.
finishing his sentence.
Who the fuck didn't know that?
Yeah, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so Dark Knight Rises.
Okay, Dark Knight Rises. Got it.
I like how rather than Cody give you the pencil. He
No,
just
this is fine.
holds on to it.
No, you broke them. This is the consequence.
Oh,
These
this is a new one you broke? I thought
Yeah, I've broken
They're
two
not
of them
fixable.
now.
It is shattered along the shaft.
Shattered along the shaft. Oh my god, that's a good name for a band.
Oh yeah, band. But I mean, same thing, but equally
You
as
just
valid.
literally pulled it off. Why are you attempting to put it back together?
As much discussion as we had about Scream 6, I think we need to include Scream 6. Even though I did still enjoy the movie, I think we need to include that because we spent like a fucking hour talking about Scream 6.
All right,
I
works
agree.
for me.
All right.
I can agree specifically just because it's number 6 in the franchise. I think you get too long in a tooth, you're really pressed to try and keep a thing going.
No, that's fair. I also agree with Sleepy Hollow because I really tried Sleepy Hollow and I could not do Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I remember the commercials for it. I was like really stoked.
Yeah.
It started off real strong and then just really took a dive.
I would put it on the list just specifically because the Bones crossover. Like that's kind of like two different tones.
Yeah, how did they
justify that?
Yeah. They didn't. They were just like
Because the whole point of Bones was scientific
They
reasoning
go
for shit to happen.
they go to Washington D.C. underneath I think the Jefferson Monument to find Greek fire, which is this flame that can never be put out, even though it's been put out multiple times, and like magically
delicious.
Booth and Bones it's like the type of thing where they're looking in that direction and like something supernatural's happening over here, and like by the time they turn around it's all over and done with.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that
pretty
one
lame.
the most.
Yeah, that's like if you're gonna do a crossover, do a crossover. Like it would have been made more sense to me if they crossed over with Once Upon a Time or something like that. You know.
What else we got?
Let's see. We've got Drag Me to Hell, Last Voyage of the Demeter, Transformers, Cocaine Bear, Ricky Stenicki, Deadbeat, You, Absentia, Justified Primeval, Mo 2, All of Star Wars, The Boys, Scrubs, Daybreak, God damn it. There were 3 billboards, World's Greatest Dad, and Redo of the Healer.
I gotta say Book of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett should be on there somewhere.
And that's fair. I
Because
stopped watching at the same time that...
I mean, even The Mandalorian got real bad. And I'm not even excited for the movie coming out.
Yeah,
but Book of Boba Fett was basically like there was one whole episode where it just became The Mandalorian, and they just didn't even make Boba Fett very cool.
And the same with Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's like almost everyone's favorite Jedi, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I thought Obi-Wan was good. The only stupid part about Obi-Wan was there's a scene where he's taking Leia out of this Empire prison, and like it's Scooby-Doo, like he's wearing a trench coat and has it over top of Leia, and like they're just walking out as people are like walking past them.
He's just a fat guy.
Only on one side.
Well, that's why he put his head over like here.
It's
so
a
he
tumor.
spreads it out.
Like they could have done something where he's like I'm like they could have explained it away, like I'm gonna use the Force, and
Yeah, have Leia just literally walk in. Leia would be like, "How are you doing this?" Like I'm mind fucking them.
I'm pulling a shadow. I'm clouding their minds so they can't see
Quit
you.
talking to me. I gotta fucking focus.
Yeah,
I'm fucking him right now.
they could have done something like that, but the Book of Boba Fett just has to be the worst.
Talk about baseball or something while I'm mind fucking up.
Yeah. Padme. Oh shit. No, not Padme.
Killing younglings.
Shit, that's definitely not helping. Oh fuck. Why is that not helping?
So we got what one?
We got one more to pick, and I am torn between 3 billboards and Redo of the Healer, because Redo of the Healer, I haven't seen it, but the description of what you've said about like this is a trend and then it's just a completely different kind of show than you expected it. is standing out to me as like that has happened to me in so many shows where I'm like, this is going to be a thing, and then it's disappointing or it's completely different or something along those lines.
Yeah, sometimes they. I'll go with that as like a card placeholder for, just like you said. They know, not necessarily in this example, but they know what they got may not work for the mass audience. Like they did Drive. They marketed Drive as a Fast and Furious movie because they knew they'd get more optics on it or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
We're up to 4 pens now, but Adam keeps re-putting together the broken ones.
Well,
I'm just trading
it's
the
what
broken ones
it's-
for the fixed ones
It's
here.
what I do for a living. You know, it's like, because like they know what they got may not necessarily be a bad product, but it's not going to get a mass appeal, so they'll sneakily market it as something like Drive and Fast
Yeah.
and Furious, and it's not it's not the same concept as what Marvel does on their trailers. I kind of like the idea where, because trailers give away so much, they'll like put Hulk in there, and I'm okay with that, but when you're marketing something, just fucking be honest with it, because you may have like a initial grow on something, but you're going to like fuck over your fan base hard.
Yeah, Marvel's never been like, here's a superhero movie, and then, oh no, it's a procedural cop
Yeah,
drama.
right.
Right. Like, they've never done something like that. And it sounds like this is what Redo of the Healer has done.
Well, I did it because that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
But no, it is kind of its own category of just fucking brutal revenge porn category, sub of the Returner class.
Yeah, like, if I was expecting, like, a standard horror movie, and then I got Last House on the Left, or I Spit on Your Grave.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
what Kevin Smith did with the Motu thing. It's like it's not a. It's got the same artwork as the original series, but it is not a sequel because there's so
Yeah.
many obvious things that they just bypass.
Yeah, like that kind of bait and switch.
Yeah.
So Redo of the Healer as our fifth one?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay. So our final 5 in our group rank off is Dark Knight Rises, Sleepy Hollow, The Book of Boba Fett, Scream 6, and Redo of the Healer. And we need to put those in the top 5.
I know this will piss off Adam, and I'm not doing it, but I think Dark Knight Rises need to be 1.
I
Yeah.
don't think 1. I think it's 2.
I would support either 1 or 2. If you're not going to put it at 1, what do you want to put at 1?
What's the Scream?
Scream?
Yeah, like we spent more time talking about Scream than any of these.
That's because
fair.
Adam gets all pissy.
We did spend a lot of time dissecting Scream, so I'd be fine going Scream and then Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises wasn't entirely a fault of itself. It tried to write a cache that it couldn't check because it was the final Batman.
It tried to write a cache it couldn't check.
Tried to write a check it couldn't cash. We all know the director was focused on other shit. And when you're doing the end of a trilogy where the guy starting off is not in his prime shape and it turns into, I'm getting too old for this shit,
Yeah, I
when the
mean,
dude's 30.
yeah, I mean, when the guy's like trying to cache things he can't check, I mean,
I will-
you can't.
I will admit, the one thing I was definitely bummed, and I mentioned this at the time, like they didn't, and I guess they did it as like to honor the legacy of Heath Ledger, but you couldn't have like mentioned like, yeah, we didn't, Bane be like, we left that motherfucker locked up. Or you see like a crowd shot and you see like a green haired guy like go off into like.
Well, yeah, you could have done like just a line of dialogue where, because I think you were telling me that in the book it's like, no, we let everyone out except him.
Yeah, like that's like
he
the
can't be controlled
because that's the worst punishment he can have, where he has no one to manipulate.
I really would have liked to seen what Dark Knight Rises would have been had Heath Ledger not died.
According to Chris Nolan and David Goyer, the Scarecrow, that was going to be the Joker. According to them, he was going to be the
judge
or whatever. I don't know,
That would make sense.
because I remember when Ledger died, the thing was they hadn't even started writing the third one. And everyone was like, did he finish his scenes? Yes, he finished his scenes. And no, we haven't even started writing the third one. But now they're saying that was going to be. So who the fuck knows? I don't
Yeah,
know.
but they probably had ideas or bouncing around or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so Scream 6 and then Dark Knight Rises, 1 and 2.
Yep.
First, okay.
Okay. Then I feel like we need to go. Ooh. Either Book of Boba Fett or Redo of the Healer. I feel it's our 3.
Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, I think it's of a wider appeal. More people know about it.
And then Redo of the Healer and then Sleepy Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
We agreed?
Yeah.
Works with me.
All right.
In no particular order.
Yeah. Okay, so our final group rank off for things that we thought we would like and then did not like.
Bye, Cody. Okay, quick, change them all.
It's in 5th place, Sleepy Hollow, the TV show. 4, Redo of the Healer, and the representation of all of those bait and switch shows. 3, Book of Boba Fett, and the rest of the Disney Star Wars universe. Dark Knight Rises, number 2, and then Scream 6, number 1.
Okay. Yep.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. You've been listening to Rank Me Off, a Damage Control podcasting production.
The sexiest Damage Control podcasting
That's right.
production.
The sexiest.
What's the
show.
second sexiest?
Previously on.
Dead Air.
No, that's that. You don't want to touch that fan base. They're fucking weird.
Would that make it the sexiest?
They're like, if you see a Dead Air fan in a dark alley, you turn and you walk the other fucking direction. That's how weird they are. Frank is fucking sick.
All right. Anyway, so you can find new episodes most Mondays on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. You can also check us out our social medias on Instagram and Facebook. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know your things that you thought you would like and then did not.
This podcast.
Yeah, if you put this podcast, we're going to ban you.
But leave a comment first.
But leave a comment and we'll talk about it and then we'll ban you on air even.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much. Adam, push that button.